Even beyond agriculture, the economic consequences of the shutdown are undeniably bad. Here's why. Let's take a government worker in the National Park Service who just got furloughed. She isn't currently working, but she'll eventually get her back wages. That means she'll essentially have been paid to do nothing, and that's incredibly expensive. The 2013 shutdown, which lasted only 16 days, cost the government $2 billion in lost productivity. In the meantime, though, since that worker isn't getting a paycheck, she has to cut back on her spending. That means the local restaurants and stores that depended on her as a customer have less business, which means they in turn will be buying fewer supplies and inventory. On top of not paying its workers, the Park Service is also not paying the companies it contracts with to do things like build new visitor centers or repave park roads. So those companies aren't going to be buying construction materials or hiring carpenters and masons, making unemployment higher than it otherwise would be. If we consider all of this lack of action and the ripple effects of these things not happening, approximately $6.5 billion a week is being withheld from the economy. Of course, the federal budget is immense, and the U.S. economy is still in good shape. But as the old saying goes, $1 billion here and $1 billion there, and pretty soon you're talking about real money. The White House is trying to spin the shutdown as a chance for government employees to just take it easy.
A huge share of government workers were going to take vacation days, say between Christmas and New Year's. And then we have a shutdown, and so they can't go to work, and so then they have the vacation, but they don't have to use their vacation days. And then they come back, and then they get their back pay, then they're, in some sense, they're better off.
But it's not much of a vacation for the 432 workers who lined up on Saturday in a Washington, D.C. parking lot to pick up donations from a pop-up charity food bank.
You have your ID ready so we can expedite. Perfect.
They include federal employees who've been coming in every day without a paycheck, and contractors who won't get paid back.
Well, I've been with the government for about 2 years.
I've been working for the federal government for about 3 months now.
Will be 10 years in May.
This is my third shutdown.
This is my second shutdown.
It's the longest, and I'm not getting paid at all. Nothing. Zero, zilch, nada.
I hope I get back pay.
Oh, I will not receive back pay. Absolutely not. So you adjust.
It feels surreal.
I've just been trying to keep busy without kind of losing my mind.
Life is a roller coaster. Sometimes you have ups, sometimes you have downs. So it's not the end of the world. It's like a nightmare that won't end. Like you're fighting your best fight to stay positive and to stay encouraged. But it's like every single day, you know, I got to get up and make a plan.
It feels like your job has no purpose.
I have a part-time job, so it's helping to supplement some of my income, but it will be tough.
I'm eating 1 to 2 meals a day, trying to make my food stretch as far as I can make it go because I don't know when this shutdown's going to end. This is the first time I've ever had to go to a food bank, but definitely not too proud to ask for help during this time.
I have gotten references for substitute teaching positions. I've also started my own little small business.
I started going back to the gym. A lot of binge watching, Netflix. A lot of it is just waiting and dealing with the stress that comes with it. I might have to talk to family for support.
We don't know when this is going to end.
You just don't know.
My biggest fear is not getting food. Really it.
I think the biggest fear is the longevity. If this thing lasts past February, March, April, that's going to look very dire.
I don't have a big fear about this. It's all a matter of adjusting. President Trump should do what's right for the workers. People are going hungry, people are losing their mortgages, people will be homeless.
You should just reopen the government.
Step outside the White House and see how people are living.
Open the government.
The American people should know that federal employees care about their jobs.
We should not be used as pawns for any political maneuvering. A common thing I'm hearing from people who are not affected by the shutdown is that this is an appropriate means to any political end, but if it happened to you, I guarantee you would feel differently.